Okay, we're good to go.
Awesome. Hey, today we are going to continue our animations, and I'm going to actually show you how to do like a paper cutout figure and how to move them. And I started cutting it out so you don't have to watch me cut it all out. But I'm also wanting to show you how to do sound effects. You know what? I think that you have to have the paid for version in order to do sound effects, because it's grayed out on my version. So on the free version, you can't add sound effects. So yeah, if you really get into it, you could get the paid version of the app.
Okay.
Okay, so for our paper cutout, on the last page of your curriculum, there was like a little paper doll that had like a whole bunch of these body parts that you cut out, or you can cut out. So I cut them all out already, and I wanted to show you how you would assemble them. So these little circles are like the joints where they go together. You guys see those little circles? So like the head would go on this circle, and the arms would come out of this circle, and the bottom part of the leg would come out of this circle. You can get little brads, like little circular, they like look like little nails, and they flatten on the back side. You can get those, but that's why we have our wire. It's like very fine and easy to maneuver, but then we'll hold its shape. So I kind of like this better. So the way you would do it, if I wanted to attach the bottom part of his leg, so I already attached this part of his leg, and you can see that when I move it, it holds its position because I put some wire in there. So I can move it and it'll hold its shape. So you would want to like color this beforehand, but there are also lots of these paper dolls online, like on Etsy. You can find a lot of these paper dolls, so if you really get into it, there's some really beautiful, cool ones. Or you can make your own, because I'm going to show you how to make your own. Okay. Sorry, that's the package. Okay, so I want to attach this bottom part of his leg on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little hole in this circle. And I'm not going to make a hole in this circle like I would if I were using a brad, because I want the wire hidden. So I'm going to tape the wire on the back side where you can't see it. Okay, so you can use like a thumbtack or some scissors, and you just need to make like a little score or a little hole right where that circle is. And then cut a little piece of wire. You don't need a very long piece. So just a little piece of wire. And I'm going to thread it through my hole from the front side to the back side. So now I have half of it on the back side and half of it on the front side. And I'm going to tape down the wire on the back side of my leg. So you don't want your tape to show on your front side either. So make sure your tape is going to fit within that piece of paper. Okay, so now I have the wire taped down on that back side. And I'm not going to thread it through this one because I don't want it to go to the front side. So I'm just going to place this one on top. And then on the back side, I'm just going to tape it down right here. I can show you guys this again too if you need me to. Use some tape, and I'm going to line up where those holes would go on top of each other. And now you can see I have tape on this leg as well. So now when I want to move my leg, I can move this joint here, and I can move that joint there, and it stays. So if I wanted to take a picture or an animation of him, then I would just move whatever part I need to move each time I take a picture. And so you would do that with each little body part. So it's kind of time consuming making one of these, but I think they're really cool. It's a really awesome way to make an animation with a paper doll because it looks really realistic and it holds its position really well.
Joaquin is just now joining us.
Oh, good morning, Joaquin.
Morning.
I was just showing them how to make a paper doll. So in your curriculum, there's on the next to last page, there's like paper cutout of all these little body parts. And when I cut it out, I cut off all the black outline. I didn't like
I think that he doesn't. I need to get him printed curriculum. I don't think they have a that's working right now.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's not for you, Joaquin. Okay.
You can also find these online. So on Etsy, or even if you go to Pinterest, you might even find some free ones.
I'll print it out for you, Joaquin, though, and so you can have a copy. I'll drop it by your house a little later, okay?
I was showing them how to kind of put these body parts together so that like I can move all these body parts individually and they'll hold their position. So that's kind of cool that you can do that. And we're doing that with our wire that you got and some tape. Your tape is a lot smaller than my tape. Okay, so what you would do is you would, I am going to attach this arm, the top part of this arm to this hole right here, because this is the head hole and these are the arm holes. And to do that, I'm going to make a little hole in this circle so that I can thread my wire through there. And you can use like a thumbtack or some scissors or something just to make a little hole. And it's probably better if your hole is smaller. And then just cut a short piece of wire. It doesn't need to be really long, just super short. And I'm going to first thread it through my main body part. And I'm going to tape that down. And I'm taping it down on the back side because I don't want it to show on the front side. Okay, so now I have this wire still on the front side that I'm going to attach to my arm. So I'm going to take my arm piece and place it over that wire. And I'm going to have to kind of lift it away from that paper so that I can get tape in between them. I'm going to tear off a little piece of tape. And then I'm going to place my arm on there. So now my arm, the top part of my arm is attached, and I can move that freely as well. And it'll hold its position. So you would do that with each of your body parts. And you want to make sure that you're putting your body parts in the correct place. So like I can tell that this is his back, and then this is his calf, and your calf is on the back side of your body. So you would want to make sure that things are turned the correct way. Okay, so that's an option for you as you're doing your animations. You can do your characters in these little paper cutouts, or you can do your characters in clay, or it can be an object like a Lego man, whatever you would like. But these are really great because you get realistic movement with them. If you want to draw your own character, I can show you how to do that as well. So I'm going to draw a character that I want. And kind of in our last classes, we talked about when we draw a human, we are just drawing basic shapes, like circles and squares and rectangles and triangles. And you'll also see that in like the model sheets that were in our curriculum. You can see the underlying shapes that they use to create certain characters. So if this is the character that I want, I would draw her out, and then I would have to redraw each little body part onto a separate piece of paper. And you can see kind of, just because of light, you can see through your paper and you would trace each body part. And you can use a window for this. A window is a great way, or like your iPads, Naveen and Leica, just to see through your paper. And I'm just going to draw each body shape separately. And I kind of want them to overlap so that I can attach them together. So I want the shapes to have some overlap. So now you can see that I drew my figure with all the separate shapes of the body. And then I would cut all these out, just like this guy, and I would attach all the body parts together with wire and tape. And that's how you would make your own. And this is great because the possibilities are really endless with this. And when you do one of these puppet characters out of paper, it might be a great idea to do a front, a side view, maybe a 3/4 view, and maybe the back side of them, so that you can easily swap out the puppet for whatever animation you're doing. So you have like several different positions already. Okay, so today we're going to be working on our characters some more. So you guys can try out a paper character or a clay character, or you can even just draw it, color a character with crayon and paper and cut it out. So it's up to you. Were you able to finish your background yesterday, Joaquin?
What do you mean by background?
So like we worked on the background of our animation, like what's going on in the background. Were you able to do something? It could even be really simple, like just like color background.
No.
Okay, that's fine. You can work on a background scene, or just keep working on whatever you're working on.
Okay.
Did you get yours all taped together or glued together, Naveen and Leica? Your background?
Yes.
Awesome. What are you working on now?
So our story is going to be about a puppy and a person. We're going to make the person out of clay and the puppy or the dog out of paper.
Awesome.
So we're making that, and then the puppy's going to find buried treasure. So
That's awesome. So fun. I am going to make some cows from my farm. They're going to come alive at night when everyone's going to sleep. I'm going to use clay for my cows, since my cows would be really small. So today you might be able to start taking your first photographs in the app. Joaquin, what's your animation going to be about?
It's gonna be claymation,
Nice.
and so he's gonna be a lumberjack guy.
Fun.
Trying to start off from there.
Awesome. Yeah, the story can come to you as you go along.
Yeah.
That sounds great. Clay's really fun to work with. Look at you, Leica. I can see you making your paper puppet. Looks awesome.
This is what we have so far.
That looks great. So awesome. That is
And
amazing.
then making a person
Awesome, Naveen.
with different colorfuls.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm almost done. With it.
I'm
This is
excited.
what I have.
What? That's so cool. Good job coloring him. Very colorful, yes.
Are you doing claymation or papermation?
I am doing a little clay cow right now. Just coming along. But I'm kind of combining them because I have a paper background.
See?
I was thinking maybe I'll do another little animation with the paper guy. That would be fun. Here's my little cow. He's so tiny. Get out here grazing in some grass. And then I think a disco ball is going to come out and they're going to be dancing. He's going to call his friends. Okay. I think I have like my first scene set up. So I might like, I think I'm gonna like take pictures going down to the cow. And then I'm going to take a picture of the lights going out in the house. And then I think the cow's gonna raise his head and then say moo, calling all the other cows. And then a whole bunch of cows come in from outside of the scene. And there's like a disco ball and they're all dancing. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna take some pictures. And I'm gonna start a new film. And I'm going to touch my camera and I'm going to set my timer to probably, I'm gonna give myself 15 seconds maybe because I'm new at this. You could do even longer, like a minute or something. But I don't have to move anything. So it depends on how fast you are and how much you have to move. Okay. Set my camera facing straight down. And a lot of people will like set up somehow where their iPad controls their phone and they can see what's on their phone screen and they can take a picture from their iPad. Like they can tell their phone to take a picture. So that way you know what you're taking a picture of. But for me, I'm gonna have to just bend down and do it. I'm gonna center my paper in my screen. And you may have to play with like how far away your paper is from your table. I mean, how far away your phone is. Okay, so I took one picture. Took a second picture. I'm just gonna slowly move this down. And I took another picture. I'm not quite yet to my cow. Okay. Awesome. So I'll show you what I took so far. So I took 10 pictures, and I think it's upside down, but it'll be fine. Okay. Let's see. So you can see a couple of those pictures I want to delete.
I think it's upside down, Jess.
It is upside down. I think I took the pictures upside down.
Oh,
So I think I can rotate them. Oh, look. So you can add sounds to the frame. So what I would do is I select a frame and then pops up all these options. And there's an audio option, and it takes you to some sound effects that are already in the app. So you can play around with those. You can modify it, you can erase it, you can cut it, copy it. You can do a lot of different things. I am going to try and modify it. No. Okay, I don't know. There's an inverse one, but it's only available on the paid app. So there are more options if you pay for the app. But let me maybe see if I can. I'm going to add the sound effects. Let's see. Oh, it is asking me to pay for the sound effect. Let me see if I can add my own. So yeah, I can select some from other places. But it is still wanting me to pay to add it. So if you, Leica, if you were wanting to add a sound effect, that's something you would have to pay for. But you can also upload it into the computer. And if you do have a video editing software, you can add sound effects there as well. And a lot of people actually prefer to do it that way. So that's always an option as well. So I took 8 photos and it plays through it pretty fast. It's 1 second. So you can see how many photos you would need in order to get like a 30-second film. So you can be creative, adding lots of different things in there. Did you get your pieces all cut out, Naveen and Leica?
What?
Did you get all your pieces cut out?
Uh-huh.
Awesome.
I'll try to remember to send your parents a link to a Google Drive so we can see your animations once you have them, okay?
Yeah. And even if they're super short, that's fine. Or if you want to work on it even past the class, that's fine.
There's no deadline. You can
Yeah.
work it for as long as you want.
Yep. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys keep working, and then we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
For our final day.
Hey, let us know if you have any questions, okay?
Yes,
Go ahead, Leica.
The class is already over?
Yeah, class is already over.
Oh.
When you're working really hard, it does go really fast.
Naveen, did you have a question too? Yes, go ahead.
Also, after class, can you work on this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
You can keep working on it.
You can work on it all day if you want to.
It's a lot of work to do an animation. So I have lots of cows to make.
You do have a lot of cows to make, Jess.
What if you don't want to do the clay?
Then you don't have to.
You can do paper too.
Yeah. You can animate with whatever you want.
Even if you have like a little Lego treasure chest with little.
Even like cardboard?
Yeah,
Yeah, even
cardboard. The sky's the limit, man.
your fingers. Your fingers could be a person.
Yeah, you can use action figures too.
Yeah, you could animate your action figures.
I
Yeah.
don't actually think I have cars.
Oh, well, you could do cars too, man. Anything. You can do anything. I'd love to see an animation with cars.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah, it would be a ton of fun. Okay, well, you guys let us know what you come up with, and then just also let us know if you have any questions, okay?
Okay.
We'll see you all tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Bye.
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 Bye.